Bonjour, veuillez prendre place s'il vous plaît, mesdames et messieurs, chers amis. Good morning, take your seats please, thank you. Est-ce qu'on pourrait fermer les portes derrière, s'il vous plaît, pour que nous puissions commencer? Merci. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. Let me first remind you that yesterday we have successfully concluded items 1 to 6B. The Bureau met this morning for the first time to discuss several issues, namely the revision of the timetable of the committee's work. The revised timetable is currently being published on the dedicated 17.com website. Now, today's session will start with continuing our examination on item 6C, on the update on the first cycle of periodic reporting of the implementation of the Convention and on the current status of elements inscribed on the representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity by states parties in Latin America and the Caribbean 2021 cycle, and then in the Arab states 2023 cycle, and in Africa 2024 cycle. We will then move on to item 6D on reports by states parties on the use of international assistance from the Intangible Cultural Heritage Fund. If time allows, we will start item 7 with the presentation of the report of the evaluation body on its work in 2022 by the rapporteur of the evaluation body. The afternoon session will proceed with the items 7A, nominations to the urgent safeguarding list, and then 7B, nominations to the representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity. Taking into consideration our heavy agenda for this committee, I ask you to be brief and concise in your interventions. Before we begin with item 6C, I understand that the Kenyan delegation wished to speak under item 6A yesterday to tell us Kenya's experience on the element inscribed on the urgent safeguarding list, traditions and practices associated with the Kayas in the sacred forests of Mijikenda, but they did not have a chance to do so. They have traveled a long way to be with us, and I would like to give them the floor now to share their experience. So, Kenya, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. We wish to join the rest of the member states in congratulating Your Excellency Ambassador Samir Adaher, Permanent Representative of Morocco to UNESCO, as the President of the 17th session of the Intergovernmental Committee of the Safeguarding of Intangible Cultural Heritage. We also express our gratitude and appreciation for the hospitality we have been shown by the people of this great kingdom. We want to sincerely thank the ICH Secretariat for the support, advice, and guidance whenever we have engaged, particularly when we have to meet our obligations as a state party. With reference to the traditions and practices associated with the sacred forests of the Kaya of the Mijikenda, we wish to report that in consultation with the practitioners of this element, the state party has revised the safeguarding plan and measures in place to realign them to the needs and abilities of the practitioners and bearers of this element to enhance the enactment of this element. The state party has evaluated the experiences of the previous plans and measures to put in place more effective mechanisms that will enhance the safeguarding of this element. Among them are planned community-based inventorying and periodic writing capacity building workshops with the practitioners of this element and other stakeholders who have been working with the community. The state party has included in its budgetary projections some financial support to enable the procuring of basic equipment to be used for the documentation of rituals and activities associated with the sacred Kaya forest of the Mijikenda, so the community can be central to the management of the documentation and inventorying of its intangible cultural heritage. In line with this, efforts are being made to ensure the establishment of a website specific to the element that is managed by the practitioners. This initiative is being rolled out to other communities, including those who do not have any element inscribed on any of the UNESCO lists of intangible cultural heritage. The state party is committed to continuing recognizing these living treasures from this community and other communities by nominating them as national heroes and heroines in a special category of persons, groups who have made tremendous contribution to the safeguarding of intangible cultural heritage of the communities of Kenya during the annual Mashujaa or Heroes Day celebrations. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Kenya, for sharing your inspiring experience with us. Many thanks.